Now moving towards the clinical features of oral ulceration. Mostly it happens in the childhood but can be peak in the adolescence or in early adult life. It has basically attacks variable but sometimes regular. Basically it can occur, most of the patients are otherwise healthy but a few can have hematological defects. Most patients are non-smokers. This is actually a self-limiting, so means it can occur in the childhood to the patient regular or irregular intervals. It can be due to hematological defects. Patient is non-smoker and usually self-limiting. Okay, recurrent classified into minor, major and herpetiform. The minor one is the most common type and non-keratinized mucosa. Okay, means the mucosa is non-keratinized. Ulcers are basically shallow rounded, is actually diameter is 3 to 6 millimeter, then number is 1 to 6 and duration is 6 to 10 days. Basically these ulcers are one or severe, may be present. Ulcers are rounded 5 to 7 millimeter across and erythematous margins with a yellowish floor, and there is no scarring. Then we have major one, which is actually uncommon, several centimeters across and sometimes mimic the malignant ulcer and persistent for several months. Side of masticatory mucosa, it was non-keratinized. This is actually a masticatory mucosa such as dorsal of the tongue. Occasionally gingiva may be involved in this. Means masticatory mucosa is involved. Diameter is 1 to 2 centimeter, 1 to 3 in number and 3 to 6 in weak, and scarring yes happens but rarely. Herpetiform is uncommon. Side is non-keratinized, 1 to 2 millimeter across, and dozens and hundreds may be present. May be colons to form in irregular ulcers, widespread bright erythema around the ulcer, 10 to 15 days, and no scarring. Scarring only happens very uncommon but happens in the major form. Then systematic disorders which are associated with RAS. So we have Paget disease here, we have Crohn disease here, we have ulcerative colitis here, we have celiac disease here, we have Sweet syndrome. We have also discussed that one of the causes of ulceration can be also a systematic disorder. So Paget, Crohn, ulcerative colitis, celiac disease and Crohn disease can be. Then HIV, malfunction syndrome, hematinic deficiencies, neutropenia, FAPA syndrome is also. How you diagnose? It is basically criteria. No specific test is required unless there is any systematic disease persistent with RAS. What are the investigation? You check HB levels, full blood count, ESR, C-reactive protein, serum B12, folate. Very important antibodies here we check is actually anti-gliadin. Anti-gliadin is checked for the celiac disease, because we know that patient in celiac disease become intolerant to gliadin. Okay, then anti-endomysial autoantibodies. Okay, it can also call endomysial autoantibodies of gluten sensitive enteropathy, which is actually colic disease. Okay, basically respected. Differential diagnosis you can have actually number one. First of all, ulcer stomatitis, recurrent epistomatitis, traumatic ulcer, primary secondary herpetic stomatitis, hand foot mouth disease, stomatitis medicamentosa and herpingina can be. Then erythema multiforme, pemphigus, syphilis, Paget, ulcer, colitis, cyclic neutropenia. Then we have actually the